What's better than learning from your mistakes? What's way less awkward and embarrassing than learning from your mistakes? That's right, it's learning from other people's mistakes. Recently, a website called The Right Life published an article that was dealing with how not to begin your novel. So I invite you to sit back, relax, and listen to the checklist I made of all the mistakes that I've made previously so that you may learn from them without being embarrassed.
10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Thing number 1 to avoid.
I dislike opening scenes that you think are real, then the protagonist wakes up. It makes me feel cheated. Laurie McLean from Foreword Literary.
Yep, done that one. Opening with a simulation, opening with a dream, opening with a playful war game that turned out to be nothing but fun. Wow, I've done it 3 and exciting different ways. So chalk that one up to experience. Moving on. Thing to avoid number 2.
A sci-fi novel that spends the first 2 pages describing the strange landscape. Chip MacGregor, MacGregor Literary.
The first 2 pages, I have spent the entire first chapter dedicated to describing the environment of this wonderful place that I've just devised. All of those lovingly crafted descriptions are useless, of course, because everybody stopped reading after paragraph 2 when things were incredibly boring. Thing number 3, prologues.
Most agents hate prologues. Just make the first chapter relevant and well written. Andrea Brown Literary Agency.
Whoops. Thing number 4, a beginning that is way too slow.
I hate reading purple prose, describing something so beautifully that has nothing to do with the actual story. Cherry Weiner Literary.
Right, so keep it simple. I'm glad I didn't span the entire first chapter dedicated to creating a visual feast for the brain. Super glad I didn't do that. Thing number 5.
I am turned off when a writer feels the need to fill in all the backstory before starting the story. A story that opens on the protagonist's mental reflection of their situation is a red flag. Stephanie Evans, Fine Print Literary Management.
Oh, the backstory, really? But I spent like a month researching everything and making sure that things like dates lined up and getting stars and planets that could plausibly fit in with this false alternate history that I lovingly created. Surely the reader wants to hear about that, right? Endlessly and relentlessly before any drama or action or character? No? Oh, man. And there we have it. 5 things that I've done that you shouldn't, and now you don't have to make those mistakes with your manuscript. Get along to The Right Life and read that article. It's really informative. I'll put a link down the bottom, and it will save you a lot of time. It's full of little tidbits that will help you not be such a dunce as I was when I was writing my first few manuscripts. That's it, Rebels. We'll see you next week.